Richard Olson has been working at Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station for nearly 18 years on their security force.
We have our own facilities out here for shooting. We have a nice range out here for rifles and handguns.
Becoming the senior nuclear security officer, Richard and his team make sure there's never a threat to the plant. That includes keeping their weapons, cameras, and security protocols secret, nothing on camera, and for good reason.
As we know in the world, there's new threats every day.
A huge job for a retiree. Richard spent decades working to protect our nation, serving in the United States Air Force on major missions.
In 1980, I was security police in the United States Air Force. On my first base I was at, I worked B-52 nuclear bombers. My next assignment was over to the United Kingdom in England.
Then the posting back in the U.S., protecting Air Force One and everyone who travels on board.
Ronald Reagan up to when Clinton came into office, from First Lady, all the way from the Vice President, President, and all sorts of congressmen and dignitaries.
After all those years and a few more postings, his final at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Richard retired and moved back to the Valley. 1 year later, he started working at Palo Verde with a new unit that worked much like his old one. It's a feeling Palo Verde's Vice President of Operations Support completely understands. He, too, is a veteran.
I retired as an admiral and said it was time really to find a new job. I wasn't ready to quite settle down.
So he went from overseeing the U.S. Navy's nuclear submarine fleet to working here at a nuclear power plant.
You know, when you look at my Navy career, it was all about submarines, but really it's about the people and the teamwork. It's the same thing out here.
Richard agrees. There's nothing like the camaraderie.
They always want to dog out the Air Force and give me a hard time and that, the Marines and all that. But it's all in fun. We know what we all been through in our times. Even if a guy did 4 years, to us it did 20 years or more.
I'm Danielle Lerner, ABC 15, Arizona.